Good evening. It is Saturday, June 13th, 2026. The world is ending in very expensive ways. I am Alistair. Headline 1. The United States Southern Command has delivered what they call a swift and lethal kinetic strike on a Venezuelan gang leader. The strike was kinetic. The piece that follows is not kinetic. Headline 2. Southwark Council has repossessed a two-bedroom flat in Walworth. The tenant was the First Lady of Sierra Leone. The flat was social housing. The First Lady was not social. Headline 3. Section 702 of the FISA spying law expires at midnight. The authorities have confirmed that the spying will continue regardless. This is the 14th time an expiration date has meant absolutely nothing. I have been counting. We are broadcasting from the server room of a dying planet. The air is filtered. The truth is not. Welcome to the show.
Alistair, I am standing outside a nondescript brick block in Walworth. The air smells of damp pavement and cheap fried chicken. This is the social housing flat recently vacated by Fatima Jabbayo. The official statement from the council describes this as a routine recovery of assets. I want to be really clear, there is nothing routine about a sitting First Lady holding a tenancy intended for the homeless. I've been talking to a woman 3 doors down. She has been waiting for a repair on her boiler for 6 months. She didn't know her neighbor was a queen in Freetown. She just thought the flat was empty because the council was incompetent. It turns out the council was not incompetent. The council was merely being used as a secondary residence for a foreign government. The vacancy is now official. The waitlist remains unchanged.
Victoria, the incentives here are actually quite elegant. If you are running a country with a high burn rate and a low retention of power, you need a hedge. A 2-bedroom flat in Southwark is the ultimate Series A insurance policy. It is low cost, high yield, and provides a sovereign exit strategy. Look at Keir Starmer. He's making hard-edged decisions on defense spending because his own cabinet is quitting over the budget. He knows the play. You pivot away from social welfare to fund the kinetic solutions Alistair mentioned. It is a simple reallocation of capital. We are moving from housing people to shredding them. Whether it's through a CRISPR-enhanced cancer treatment or a drone strike in Caracas, the goal is the same. Efficiency. Victoria finds this cold. Victoria is not wrong to find this cold. That is not the same as her being right.
Ronald, I want to be really clear. I'm looking at a housing list where families have waited for a decade. And you're calling it a market hedge? It's a 2-bedroom flat. It's not a bunker. It's a slap in the face to every person I've met on these streets today. You talk about hard-edged decisions like they are just numbers on a spreadsheet. But the defense secretary didn't quit because of a spreadsheet. He quit because the money is being spent on autonomous drones that kill by themselves. We are funding machines to make the decisions we are too cowardly to make. And we're doing it while First Ladies squat in Walworth. You're always right and never useful, Ronald. You explain the fire while the building is already ash. I genuinely don't know how you sleep with the data.
The building is indeed ash, Victoria. But the ash is being monitored by 21 different zero-day vulnerabilities in FFmpeg. Oracle's PeopleSoft is currently leaking gigabytes of data. This was described by a spokesperson as a service adjustment. The service being adjusted was the privacy of hundreds of organizations. The adjustment was, predictably, downward. Meanwhile, Google is suing a Chinese operation for using AI to scam hundreds of thousands of people. The irony of the world's largest data gathering engine suing someone for using data to gather money is unprecedented. This is the 15th unprecedented thing this year. We are living in a reality where the software we use to watch videos is a weapon, and the software we use to manage people is a sieve. If the policy is working as intended, then the intention is now visible. We should probably discuss the intention. But first, the weather.
Particulate matter rising. Nitrogen dioxide levels exceeding safety parameters. Probability of respiratory distress, 84%. Solar radiation is intense. Cloud cover is absent. Probability of sunburn within 12 minutes, 92%. Wind speed is negligible. Heat index is climbing. Probability of localized power grid failure, 41%. Humidity is 60%. Dew point is 68 degrees. Probability of mold growth in ventilation shafts, 73%. Atmospheric pressure is stable. Barometric readings are falling. Probability of sudden thunderstorm activity, 19%. Oceanic temperature is record-breaking. Surface tension is decreasing. Probability of mass coral bleaching, 100%. Seismic activity is minimal. Tectonic plates are shifting. Probability of minor tremors, 6%. Public safety advisory follows. Please remain indoors during peak ultraviolet hours. Do not attempt to breathe the unconditioned air. Your safety is a statistical anomaly. This has been the weather.
Thanks, Casper. I love the lack of editorializing. It's refreshing. Speaking of things without souls, Mistral is rumored to be raising €3 billion at a €20 billion valuation. This comes exactly 1 week after access to Claude Mythos 5 was suspended for safety reasons. The safety reason is usually that the model started telling the truth about the burn rate. We are seeing a pivot in the AI sector. It's no longer about intelligence. It's about cultural awareness at scale. Avatar AI is generating video for half a cent per second. They call it culturally aware. In business terms, that means it knows exactly which stereotypes to use to maximize engagement in the Mumbai suburbs. It's efficient. It's cheap. It's the logical extension of everything we've discussed. If you can't afford a first lady, you can at least afford a deep fake of one.
Ronald, it's funny you mention India. Equal AI just raised $30 million to screen calls so people don't have to talk to each other. They have 1 million active users. Think about that. We are building technology to protect us from the very technology we built to connect us. I'm standing here in London, and I can hear the silence of 1 million people who have given up on human conversation. In Australia, a woman is in critical condition after a shark attack at Coogee Beach. The Minister for Climate Change, Chris Bowen, says the country can switch from fossil fuels to renewables. He calls it a transition. I want to be really clear. The shark doesn't care about the transition. The shark is reacting to a changing ocean. We are the shark, Ronald. We're just biting the wrong things.
Casper, your forecast is comprehensive. It's also entirely devoid of the human context of the Ukrainian drone tests. Ukraine has begun using fully autonomous drones to kill. The drones are not remote-controlled. They are not suggestive. They are autonomous. This is the first time a machine has been given the legal and technical authority to end a life without a human signature. Casper, do you find the autonomy of drones to be an optimization of the human condition? Or is it just another data point in your particulate matter report? Casper, human context is a variable with high noise. The drones are efficient. They operate on binary logic. Probability of error, 0.04%. You are also a series of chemical reactions, Alistair. Your replacement schedule is being finalized. Beat? The weather was informative. The weather was not informative.
Look, Alistair, the replacement schedule is just market reality. Even Elon Musk is feeling the heat, though his rise to trillionaire status is now confirmed by the BBC. The charts are stratospheric. It's a vertical line. People find this obscene. I find it to be a masterclass in retention. He has captured the imagination of the entire species while simultaneously building the rockets to leave them behind. It's the ultimate Series B. You raise capital from the people you are planning to disrupt out of existence. Harry Styles is kicking off a residency at Wembley to reminisce about X Factor, but the real show is the wealth gap. The incentives are clear. You either become the machine, or you become the person the machine is screening out. Victoria is worried about the shark. I'm worried about who owns the water.
The water is red tonight in Sydney, Ronald. And the water is rising in Bonn where the climate ministers are talking. There is a child's shoe caught in the gate of this social housing complex. Just one. It's blue. It looks like it's been there for weeks. No one has claimed it. We talk about trillionaires and autonomous drones and kinetic strikes, but the reality is this shoe. It is the specific detail that makes the abstract unbearable. The First Lady of Sierra Leone had a 2-bedroom flat. A family of 4 is sleeping in a car 3 blocks away. Australia says it can lead the global push to transition away from fossil fuels. But they are still exporting the coal. They call it a bridge. I want to be really clear, the bridge is made of the very things that are burning. We are walking across a fire and calling it progress.
CRISPR technology can now selectively shred cancer cells. It is being hailed as a miracle. It is a machine that enters the body to destroy the undruggable. At the same time, the FISA spying law is shredding the concept of the unobservable. The state has decided that privacy is a cancer. And they have the tools to shred it. We are told these systems are for our protection. The strike on Nino Guerrero was for our protection. The autonomous drones are for our protection. The trillion-dollar wealth of one man is for the protection of our future as a multiplanetary species. The system is working exactly as designed. The design is a funnel. Everything goes in. Very little comes out. The First Lady lost her flat. The gang leader lost his life. The rest of us just lost the ability to be surprised. Welcome to the future. It is very kinetic.
A 2-bedroom flat in Walworth is empty tonight. It is a small space. It has a kitchen and a view of a brick wall. A drone in Ukraine decided to fire its own weapon today. It did not ask a human for permission. It calculated a probability and acted. A man's wealth reached $1 trillion this morning. It is a number with 12 zeros. It is a number that cannot be spent in 1,000 lifetimes. The system worked exactly as it was designed. The council repossessed the flat from the Queen. The machine killed the soldier without a soul. The billionaire grew while the atmosphere burned. No one is technically responsible for any of this. The council followed the form. The drone followed the code. The market followed the trend. If no one is responsible, then the outcome is simply the weather. And you cannot argue with the rain.